Bong Joon-ho, a South Korean filmmaker, has just made cinematic history with his seventh feature, Parasite, at the Academy Awards. Bong Joon-ho is basically one of my favourite South Korean filmmakers, underneath Park Chan-wook in my own personal opinion, but both of them are buddies, and now he's released his seventh feature, like I said, which basically made history at the Academy Awards. And not so long ago, Donald Trump made an absolute disgracefully, profoundly as well, racist comments about what he thought about the Academy Awards giving Best Picture to a foreign language film, which basically just proves Donald Trump in a hole.
And the winner is a movie from South Korea. What the hell was that all about? We got enough problems with South Korea with trade. On top of it, they give him the best movie of the year. Was it good? I don't know.
Who would have thought a South Korean film would literally picture Donald Trump within one comment about what he thought about the Oscars? It just says everything about him, which also proves the point about Bong Joon-ho is political near masterpiece, in my opinion. But it isn't without its flaws, and here is why. Parasite is a film that I can't really tell you much about the plot, because several other critics can't really tell you much about the plot either. Even the trailer itself doesn't reveal much about anything. All I could tell is that the director, Bong Joon-ho, is known for making films about social class and imbalancing differences and so forth, and this is no exception with his seventh feature, which is all about a poor family intertwining with a rich family without trying to spoil anything. And what happens, it basically turns into a classic Hitchcockian thriller, right? And it's a South Korean Hitchcockian thriller, what it is basically. And all in all, it's a thrilling, exciting, amusing, at times terrifying, but utterly, and I mean utterly, entertaining. So what is my biggest issue with the film? The ending. The fucking ending almost ruins the entire cinematic experience that I had with the movie. Because what we have is a film, without giving anything away, what we have is a film that goes into different kinds of emotions and waves, right? And it plays out like, it starts off small, and you're sort of like intrigued about what is going to happen next, and it just basically grows and grows and grows, right? And the terrific genius aspect about this movie, and what Bong Joon-ho does very well, not only in his meticulous direction, but in the way the storytelling has been crafted, is the fact that it is utterly, and it's one of my favourite things that I like, not in movies in general, not just in this movie, but like cinema in general. It's entirely, utterly unpredictable. The film is literally unpredictable. It felt like, there was a point where I was feeling like this is what it must have felt like at the time when audiences were going to the cinemas. Thousands and thousands of people at queues couldn't wait to see an Alfred Hitchcock movie on the cinema, not because it's got its leading stars like James Stewart and Cary Grant and whatnot, literally because they wanted to see the Alfred Hitchcock experience, right? And this is exactly the case with this director, right? The storytelling literally builds upon itself within every single twist and turn, right? And there are twists and turns, but it's done so meticulously well, thanks to the excellent storytelling and the direction that it has, that it's so utterly thrilling and like I said, incredibly entertaining, and at times hysterically funny, to the point that you want to literally sit up from your seat. But the trouble I have with the film, all of this is going terrifically well, and it's believable, and like I said, it's completely, you have no idea what is going to happen from the next scene to the next and to the next and to the next, and you are following through these characters, these likable, sometimes relatable characters, right, which we completely believe throughout the entire story of this very well crafted movie. And then all of a sudden, within the third act, a really disappointing, unbelievable, somewhat ludicrous, and tame, and a shift of like a tone that does not fit well with the other acts of this film. Completely and utterly, from my own experience, almost destroys the movie. But luckily, because of the first hour and 45 minutes, and then like the rest of the minute, the ending of that movie, right? The first 45 minutes were absolutely great. Literally 5 out of 5 entertaining masterpiece, right? But then it's ruined by a really soft, somewhat PG-13, not even PG-13, but just a really unconvincing ending that it really almost ruined the movie for me in a way. And that is the reason why, when I think about the fact that it won at the Oscars, it was so close to, like, I'm glad that it did win, because it's a change of pace for the Academy Award, who are known to be politically correct and to have their own little, favourites, such as Meryl Streep, such as that last year's like pointless Green Book winning Best Picture, or Spotlight winning against Mad Max Fury Road, and so forth. All these films that like didn't not Mad Max Fury Road, but it just Spotlight won Best Picture at one point, and it was a film that is completely forgettable. So the Academy Awards are known for giving Oscars to films that are completely forgettable, that don't have shelf life. A quote from what Quentin Tarantino would say, basically, and he's absolutely right. So Parasite will have shelf life, without a doubt. But do I think that it deserved Best Picture against Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, The Irishman, Jojo Rabbit, Marriage Story? Out of all of those, except for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, yes, but against Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, no. Because the frustrating ending of that movie, you see. Parasite is terrific. It's engaging, it's enthralling, and at times electrifying, and very entertaining to watch. You'll have your eyes glued to the screen, not even if it is a foreign film, it doesn't matter. Even if you're Donald Trump, or for some maddening reason, and can't be asked to read the subtitles. Trust me on this, you will enjoy this experience. But the ending fucking sucks. And that almost ruins the entire experience for me. And that is the reason why I'm giving Parasite a 4 out of 5 in my opinion. A 4 out of 5 for Parasite, a film that could have been an absolute masterpiece if it weren't for that unconvincing ending. So if you enjoy my video, please subscribe and a like, and I will do another review of this, hopefully when I'm less busy, in French. And yeah, have a good one, take care, ciao, arrivederci.